Pacific Omaha back. Now, I want to thank you guys again for 600 subscribers. We've been growing so fast that I really haven't had a chance to take time to make a subscriber special. So we're back here gonna do probably the final episode of taking a closer look. We're gonna take a look at the front of the layout, some of the details on the buildings and stuff like that. And then I'll leave you with a little run by. So I want to thank every single one of you again for another 100 subscribers in less than 2 weeks. We've been doing really great lately, but we've already gained about 20 subs, over 600 now. So I'm a little late, but just wanted to say thank you, and let's get right into the video. Alright guys, we're going to start at the police station, so at the far end of the layout. So we already took a look at the railroad crossing over here when we were doing the scenic part of the layout. So I believe that was episode 2. Yeah, 2. So if you want to go check that out, you may do that if you would like. But we're going to focus here on the police station. So we have a little police officer and a dog, or Belgian Malinois, I think is what they use now, getting in the back of a canine unit. And my dad had this one specially ordered, and I don't know if here, let me try and focus. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but that does say state of Nebraska on there. So pretty cool, nice little feature for that. Let me refocus. So, and then we have 2 police officers just having a conversation, and then we have another police car just chilling out here. And that's about it for the police station. There's not really any detail on the side or the back because there's just a few windows, and that's about it. So now we are going to move over to this apartment building. So let's get taking a look at this. Now there originally was a little parking space at the front, but I moved that to the more I'm not sure where it is, but it's been moved. But there's not too much detail. We have some little balcony up here on the top of apartments. As you can see, the fencing here is broken off. But we have some people up here looking out, maybe watching the trains as they go by, which that'd be a pretty good spot to watch trains. And we have like these little overhead lights here. As you can see, the other ones have been broken off, so I might just have to get rid of that one. It looks a little bit out of place. And below, let's see if I can focus. There are like some shops in there and stuff like that. And there's a woman walking. And as you can see, there's a little lamppost to the right. And then there used to be one over right there, but it broke off. So unfortunately that happened. But not too much detail on this either. Just simple little buildings. Not much on the side, just some windows, and that's about it. If you guys want me to do an in-depth look on any of my buildings, locomotives, freight cars, stuff like that, I would surely do that. So let me know if you have any video suggestions, because I'm always open to try some new things. And taking a closer look was a series where I needed to just change up stuff from operating sessions, so it was a good way to get away and change the content a little bit from the channel. So moving over, this is like an apartment complex / coin laundry at the bottom. Not too much detail. It's a pretty nice looking building on the side, or on all sides really. As you can see, it says, what does it say? Yeah, it says Trophy Washing Machine Sales and Service. Not sure what else it really says, but nice little detail there on the building itself. Nice windows, and there's a nice little walkway out front with some steps. But nothing too special, no features or cars in front or people. But we're going to move over to, this is like the City Hall building. It's a little out of place in between apartments and a Kentucky Fried Chicken, but it's just where it is for now. Not too much detail. There is a little gutter on the side there. That's about all the detail you're going to get out of this building. Some nice little pillars, just a cheap little model. I'm not sure where we got it. There used to be a balcony up there, or not a balcony, like some sort of post or something, but it has broken off, just like a lot of these details, because these buildings have been thrown around and not really cared for, and that's probably my fault, but I'm not too concerned about that. I'm more concerned about the trains and stuff like that. So now we're going to move over to the Kentucky Fried Chicken, which is one of my favorite buildings on the layout. So we have like a little garbage can here. This sign here, what does it say? It just says Kentucky Fried Chicken. We have a sign as well. Here, let me try and zoom in there. Move down. It says 1 hour parking limit. And there's not too much detail, but there's a finger looking good, little like KFC chicken box, or not box, like container for the chicken. I thought that was pretty cool. Now this is a very old style Kentucky Fried Chicken building, but I still think it looks really good. And it's still a cool little building. We have a cop car pulling into there. I'll probably just put him out on the road or something like that. He's on duty. He's not going to eat. But that about does it for the side of the roads. Which no, I don't have my roads named. I don't have anything specific about them. They're just roads. Nothing is named. This is not a specific layout that's modeling anything in particular. Just how I like it, and I change things all the time. But we're gonna move down to the other side of the street, and we will continue there. Is facing the front of it is facing this way or towards the street, and not the very front of the layout. But it's a really nice building, kind of a bigger hotel style building. It looks basically the same all the way around. Nice like tannish brown here and a little darker color up there. It gets light again up here. But as we move around, it's basically the same all around, except we do have a little like door entrance, and here at the back of the utilities where some freight cars are, maybe they're unloading stuff and bringing supplies such as food and other necessities into the hotel or / apartment. And yeah, there's not very much detail. We got some nice doors and windows down there. That's about it for that building. Now we're gonna get back on the tripod. There we go, much better. Now let's move over to the post office. Now the post office is something that I don't like this building. It's a British style, and it doesn't really fit in an American style layout, especially when you think about like post offices today. They're just small, like square, simple buildings. It's not supposed to look good. It's not supposed to be any of that. It's supposed to be a building that houses mail. It gets the job done. Not supposed to be anything special, but there's a little bit of detail on it. As you can see, we have some kind of nice bronze looking staircase, and the door has some detail on it too. Some nice wood accents, and there's some fake curtains in all the windows, and it looks okay. There used to be a lot more detail on the roof and stuff like that, but it's been broken off in time, so sad. But I honestly don't really care. I don't really pay very much attention to my buildings, so I thought this would be a really good time to kind of look at them. But there's nothing on the back. There's a little platform though for like loading and unloading mail. But let's move now over to the church. Now this is a small little church. We couldn't find anything big or anything like that, but I'm guessing this would be like a small little Catholic church. Small congregation, as there's not too many people that would be living on this layout, but a small little congregation. There used to be a tree in front, but it's nothing too special. We got the nice little steeple and the clock tower. Just a small little nice church building. And let's move along because there's not too much to that building. Now this is like another one of our bigger buildings. It is also an apartment complex or hotel / work office place. So there's not too much detail to this one either. It's pretty basic. I do like here, let me help the camera see that. I do like these like little pillars up here. I think that looks really nice, and it adds some more color and detail, not color, depth to the building, as well as it's just windows all the way around. But I like this nice little balcony in here. I think it looks good, and these coverings are over the windows, and nice little like stone brick down here, and yeah, that's about it. I don't want to go too in depth because these buildings don't have too much to look at. I don't want this video to be like super long, so we're gonna move now over to these little apartments, where they're just little apartment buildings, no detail basically at all. They have some nice little window seals, and that's about it. And down here, it's like a little grocery store underneath, and on the side it's basically the same. This is two buildings, but they're meant to be one. So that's about it for this side. We're going to move over to the Skyscraper fire station, and I'll leave you guys with a run by. So let's move over now. Alright, here's the Skyscraper on my layout. Now this is the biggest building we have. I would say this is like definitely a big office building. Now this one also doesn't have a lot of detail basically anywhere, but it does have nice gold accents basically all around the building, and it has like these nice, let's pick up the tripod. I do like these kind of things they have up here in between the walkway of the smaller portion of the building. As you can see, it's very dusty up there, very gross, but that's okay. And yeah, there's not really too much detail around this. It's basically the same on every side, but it still is a good looking building, and I like the location it's at. So I'm gonna put the tripod back down, and this is one of my favorite buildings on the layout, is this fire station. it's really nice, and I do really enjoy it. But it does have some nice entrances for police vehicles or fire and rescue vehicles, as well as we have a little helipad on top for a helicopter for emergencies and fires. And there's not really too much detail. It has some nice pillars in front, see-through grills basically all around representing windows. Just a really nice looking building. Nothing on the inside, but I still like it a lot as a building. But that's about it for this one. I think I'm gonna switch the skyscraper and the fire station spots because I think it'd look better. But that's gonna do it for taking a closer look. Episode 4. This is probably the last episode. I'll let you guys know if not in the next operating session or rail fanning video. But I'll leave you guys with a run by. Thank you so much again for 600 subscribers. It means so much to me. I've tried to work hard lately, but hope you guys are all doing well through this hard time. Union Pacific Omaha out.